The South African government says after 20 years of democracy, women there, who make up 52% of the population, have every reason to celebrate.
As we celebrate International Women's Day, the theme is very relevant for us. The theme is equality for women is progress for all.
South Africa is very unique in Africa because the post-1994 government brought a constitution with it where gender equality is guaranteed, so women have equal rights to men. But I think that there are other areas that we still need to be worried about and that we need to work on. One of those is gender-based violence. I think South Africa has a huge problem with that. We have sky-high numbers of rape and abuse of women. And another area I think that we need to look into is women's employment.
South Africa's Minister of Women and Children has vowed that women would not only have a 50% representation at government level, but eventually also in the private sector. And she promised that those found guilty of violence against women and children would face severe punishment on her watch. She said the Women Empowerment and Gender Equity Bill passed in South Africa this week would benefit all the nation's women.
Through this bill, we will be able to empower women economically as well, and we think through this bill we'll be able to do that and force our target of at least 50% representation of women.
And as we celebrate International Women's Day around the world, millions of women in Africa still face many hardships. This includes women refugees and economic migrants across the continent. Caroline Wengie Kooky Otto came to South Africa in 1994 after a year of looking for work in her home country, Kenya. But as a migrant woman, she struggled to find a proper job in South Africa and started selling arts, crafts and household goods in and around Johannesburg.
So I picked up bits and pieces, you know, doing a bit of selling here on the streets and knocking on people's homes to sell household goods.
While trying to find formal employment in South Africa, Caroline enrolled for a master's degree at a Johannesburg university and has launched a book to celebrate International Women's Day 2014. Her book, called Migrant Women of Johannesburg, tells the story of her journey and that of scores of her fellow African migrant women.
Things now are a lot more difficult for women migrants, the women that I write about in the book. There's high levels of unemployment. I think also in the last few years we've seen a rise in xenophobia and hostility towards immigrants coming from anywhere, but particularly from Africa.
But she remains positive.
African women have come a long way. I mean, Lupita Nyong'o just won the Oscar for supporting actress. Yes, we have come a long way. Do we still have a long way to go? Yes, we do. For as long as we have issues such as female genital mutilation, patriarchies, domestic abuse, yes, we still have a long way to go. But I think there is hope.
There's hope, she says, for women from all walks of life in Africa, as long as they stay focused on their goals and work towards achieving them. Rene, Carme, CCTV, Johannesburg.